Folks, when we talk about the future of cars, a few names always pop up. You hear about Tesla and their electric revolution, you see Toyota pushing hybrids and hydrogen, and now, you've got BYD from China making waves everywhere. It feels like the whole world has decided that batteries are the only way forward. But what if I told you there's a small, almost hidden player from Sweden that's about to throw a giant wrench in those plans? I'm talking about Koenigsegg. Now, you probably know them for making some of the fastest, most beautiful hypercars on the planet, but they've been quietly working on something that could be even more important than their next speed record. It's an engine, but not like any you've seen before. This isn't just another gasoline engine with a few tweaks. This is a complete rethink of how an engine should work, and it's coming from a company that has always punched way above its weight. While the giants of the industry invest billions in battery factories and charging networks, Koenigsegg has been perfecting a technology that offers many of the same benefits: incredible efficiency, low emissions, and mind-blowing power, without the heavy, expensive, and resource-intensive batteries. It's a classic underdog story, a small team of brilliant engineers, led by a visionary founder, challenging the entire automotive establishment with sheer brainpower and innovation. This isn't about fighting the future, it's about offering a different and maybe even better path to get there. What Koenigsegg has developed is called the lightweight twin-turbo free-valve engine, or as they nicknamed it, the tiny friendly giant, and that name is perfect. It's unbelievably small for the power it produces. This engine is a direct challenge to the idea that the internal combustion engine is dead. It suggests that maybe, just maybe, we were too quick to give up on it. Maybe we just hadn't unlocked its full potential yet. This technology proves that there's still plenty of magic left in pistons and fuel, especially when you're willing to throw out the old rulebook and start from scratch. It's a testament to the power of human ingenuity. The automotive world is at a crossroads, with everyone rushing down the electric highway. But Koenigsegg is standing at that intersection, pointing to a different route. They're saying, hey, wait a minute, look what we've built. This engine isn't just an engineering curiosity, it's a serious contender for the future of transportation. It questions the narrative that has dominated the last decade of car news. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the most revolutionary ideas don't come from the biggest companies, but from the most passionate ones. And believe me, when it comes to passion for cars, nobody has more than Christian von Koenigsegg. Every great car company has an origin story, and Koenigsegg's is one of my favorites. It starts with a young boy in Sweden named Christian von Koenigsegg. As a kid, he saw a stop-motion animated movie called The Pinchcliffe Grand Prix. It's a story about a local bicycle repairman who builds his own incredible racing car and takes on the big guys. That movie lit a fire in young Christian's imagination. He decided right then and there that one day he would build the world's greatest car. It's a dream many of us have as kids, but Christian was different. He never let it go. He was determined to make it a reality, no matter how impossible it seemed. Starting a car company from nothing is one of the hardest things you can do. You're competing against giants with 100 years of history and billions of dollars. Christian started in 1994, at just 22 years old, with not much more than his vision and an incredible amount of determination. The early days were tough. There were factory fires, financial struggles, and countless technical hurdles. Many people would have given up. But Christian and his small, dedicated team kept pushing. They weren't just building a car, they were building their dream. Their goal was simple but audacious: to create a megacar, a car with a perfect power-to-weight ratio. Their first production car, the CC8S, was unveiled in 2002, and the world was stunned. Here was a car from a completely unknown company that could compete with, and in many cases beat, the best from Ferrari, Lamborghini, and McLaren. It even earned a Guinness World Record for the most powerful production engine. From that moment on, Koenigsegg was on the map. They followed up with car after car: the CCR, the Agera, the Regera, each one faster, more powerful, and more innovative than the last. They shattered speed records and redefined what a road car was capable of. They were no longer just a small Swedish upstart, they were leaders in high-performance engineering. But Christian von Koenigsegg's dream was never just about being the fastest. It was about solving problems, about innovating, and about finding better ways to do things. Speed was a result of that innovation, not the sole purpose. This relentless drive to question everything is what led them to reconsider the very heart of the car, the engine. While everyone else was focused on making bigger engines or adding more batteries, Christian and his team were asking a more fundamental question. What if we could get rid of one of the engine's oldest and most limiting components? That question led them to the free valve. At Koenigsegg, they don't just build cars, they build solutions. Their philosophy isn't about following trends, it's about setting them. Christian von Koenigsegg has always believed in a first principles approach. Instead of just accepting that something is done a certain way, he asks why it's done that way, and if there's a better method. This mindset is why his company has produced so many breakthroughs. They designed their own superlight carbon fiber wheels when everyone else said it was too difficult. They invented a unique gearbox called the Koenigsegg Direct Drive that provided instant power without traditional gears. Innovation is in their DNA. They see a limit, and their first instinct is to find a way to break it. This relentless pursuit of perfection goes beyond just speed. Koenigsegg cars are known for their incredible craftsmanship, their unique design features like the dihedral synchrohelix doors, and their surprising practicality. For a hypercar, they are remarkably comfortable and user-friendly. This is because Christian believes a car should be a complete package. It should thrill you on the track, but also be enjoyable on a long road trip. This holistic approach to design is crucial. They aren't just bolting together parts from other suppliers. They are engineering almost everything in-house, from the engine block to the electrical systems, to ensure it all works in perfect harmony. This culture of innovation is what allowed them to tackle a problem that has existed for over a century: the camshaft. The camshaft is a core part of almost every internal combustion engine ever made. It's a simple, reliable piece of engineering, but it's also a compromise. An engine's camshaft is designed for a specific purpose, either for fuel efficiency at low speeds or for maximum power at high speeds, but it can never be perfect at both. Koenigsegg looked at this compromise and saw an opportunity. They decided to create an engine that could be perfect at everything, all the time. That's a goal so ambitious that most major automakers wouldn't even attempt it. For Koenigsegg, this wasn't just an academic exercise, it was a practical mission to create a better kind of engine, one that could be more powerful, more efficient, and cleaner all at once. They established a sister company, Free Valve AB, to focus solely on this technology. For years they worked on it, refining the idea, building prototypes, and testing it relentlessly. While the world was watching their cars break speed records, they were, quietly, perfecting a technology that could change the entire industry. This is the Koenigsegg way: dream up the impossible, and then engineer it into reality. It's not just about fast cars, it's about advancing the art of the automobile. So, what is this revolutionary free valve engine, and why is it such a big deal? To understand it, you first have to know how a regular engine works. Think of the valves in your engine as tiny doors that let air and fuel in, and let exhaust out. In a traditional engine, these doors are opened and closed by a rotating metal rod with bumps on it, called a camshaft. This camshaft is like a master key that opens all the doors in a fixed repeating pattern. The problem is, that pattern is a compromise. It's designed to work okay at all speeds, but it's never optimal. It's like having a light switch that is either on or off, with no dimmer. The free valve system gets rid of the camshaft entirely. It's like throwing away that old master key. Instead, each valve, each little door, is controlled individually by its own pneumatic hydraulic electric actuator. Imagine having a separate light switch with a dimmer for every single light bulb in your house. You could control the timing and brightness of each light perfectly. That's what free valve does for an engine. A sophisticated computer controls each valve, opening and closing it at the precise millisecond, for the exact duration and to the exact height needed for that specific moment. This gives the engine an unprecedented level of control. This freedom from the camshaft is what makes the technology so special. The engine can instantly change its personality. When you're cruising on the highway, it can run in a super efficient mode to save fuel, maybe even shutting down some cylinders completely. But the moment you put your foot down, it can instantly switch to a high power mode for maximum performance. It's like having 2 or 3 different engines in one. It can mimic the behavior of a small, economical engine or a big, brawny racing engine and switch between them seamlessly. This adaptability is something a camshaft-driven engine could only dream of, because it eliminates all the hardware associated with the camshaft, the belts, chains, gears, and the camshaft itself. the engine becomes much smaller, lighter, and simpler. This is a huge advantage in any car, but especially in a high-performance one. Less weight means better handling, faster acceleration, and improved efficiency. The free-valve engine is a masterpiece of engineering because it solves so many problems at once. It's more efficient, more powerful, cleaner, smaller, and lighter. It's not just an improvement on an old design, it's a whole new way of thinking about how an engine should breathe. This amazing free-valve engine isn't just a concept sitting in a lab, it's the beating heart of Koenigsegg's latest creation, the Gemera. The Gemera is something the world has never seen before, a four-seater hypercar that Koenigsegg calls a Mega GT, and the engine that powers it, the tiny friendly giant, is a marvel. It's a tiny 2-liter 3-cylinder engine. Yes, you read that right, 3 cylinders. An engine that small sounds like it belongs in a city commuter car, not a machine that can carry 4 people to over 240 miles per hour. But this little engine produces an astonishing 600 horsepower on its own. That's more power than many V8s. The Gemera combines this small engine with 3 electric motors for a total output of 1,700 horsepower. But it's the free-valve engine that's the real star. One of its most incredible features is its fuel flexibility. Because the free-valve system has total control over the combustion process, it can adapt to run on almost any kind of fuel. It can run on regular gasoline, of course, but it can also run on renewable biofuels like ethanol, methanol, or custom blends. When running on second-generation biofuels which can be made from waste or even volcanic CO2, the Gemera becomes as clean as a pure electric vehicle, from well to wheel. This makes it a truly carbon-neutral solution. This is where the comparison to electric vehicles gets really interesting. EVs are often presented as the only clean option, but they come with trade-offs: heavy batteries, long charging times, and environmental concerns about mining for lithium and cobalt. The Gemera, powered by its free-valve engine running on renewable fuel, offers a different path. It delivers the same environmental benefits without the drawbacks. You get the thrill of a powerful engine, the convenience of fast refueling, and a massive range, all while being environmentally responsible. It's a solution that doesn't force you to choose between performance and the planet. The efficiency gains are just as impressive. The free-valve system allows the engine to operate in the most efficient way possible for any given situation. For example, it can use a technology similar to the Miller cycle, which improves efficiency during gentle driving but is usually bad for performance. With free-valve, the engine can switch out of that cycle instantly when power is needed. This smart operation means the tiny friendly giant is up to 20% more fuel efficient than a comparable modern engine with camshafts. It's a trifecta of benefits: more power, lower emissions, and less fuel consumption, all from one small lightweight package. So, what does this all mean for the future of cars? I think the Koenigsegg free-valve engine is a huge wake-up call for the entire auto industry. For years, the narrative has been that the internal combustion engine is old, dirty, and on its way out. Billions have been poured into an all-electric future, almost as if there were no other options. Koenigsegg has just proven that there is another option, and it's a really compelling one. This technology shows that there is still a massive amount of untapped potential in the engine we all thought we knew. It's a warning shot across the bow of companies that have put all their eggs in the battery basket. This isn't just about hypercars. Christian von Koenigsegg has said that this technology is scalable. It could be used in any car, from a family SUV to a work truck. Imagine a regular family car with a smaller, lighter engine that's 20% more efficient, produces fewer emissions, and can run on eco-friendly biofuels. This could dramatically reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and the environmental impact of transportation without needing to rebuild our entire energy grid and infrastructure for electric cars. Free-valve technology could be licensed to other automakers, potentially giving the internal combustion engine a new lease on life for decades to come. The world is finally starting to take notice. The Gemera isn't just another fast car for the ultra-rich, it's a proof of concept for a technology that could disrupt the entire industry. It challenges the status quo and forces us to ask new questions. Is a purely electric future the only way forward, or is there room for a diversity of solutions? Could advanced internal combustion engines running on renewable fuels be a faster, cheaper, and more practical way to achieve our climate goals? Koenigsegg has provided a powerful argument that the answer is yes. It's a reminder that innovation can come from unexpected places. In the end, what Koenigsegg has accomplished is nothing short of remarkable. A small, independent company from Sweden born from a childhood dream has developed a technology that could rival the efforts of the world's largest corporations. It gives drivers a choice. It proves that passion, creativity, and a refusal to accept limitations can change the world. Whether the free valve engine becomes the new standard or not, it has already changed the conversation. It has